All right, though it may look like it, I am not doing an ad for Brembo. In fact, they're not paying me. They should be paying me though, as much money as I spend on Brembo stuff. What I am doing though is I'm going to show you my new brake master cylinder. The Brembo RCS 17 is what I have on here. But I do want to talk about the comparison between, you see that RCS 17? It's kind of hard to see. Between that and the, oh snaps, we'll come to that one later. This is the RCS 19, and then this is the Nissin, the stock one that came on the m1000xr. So talk about those here. So I originally, so that's a stock one, which there's nothing exactly wrong with it. I didn't love it. I have Brembo Masters on all the other bikes except the GS, which I think I'm going to put on the GS now as well. But I love the Brembo RCS Masters that I have on the other bikes. I love the feel. I did not love the feel of this master cylinder. So I think there's a lot of stopping power. What happened there, but it stopped recording. Anyway, what I was saying is I did not love the feel of this, and the stopping power was good, but it was there was a little mushiness to it though, so I didn't love that. And it did improve when I went to the Galfer rotors. That did improve the feel of the brakes, definitely. The Galfer rotors are a millimeter thicker and they're just as light, so that definitely made a difference in brake feel. But I just didn't love that. Anyway, so I decided that I was going to get the Corsa, not the Corsa Corda. The Corsa Corda has the additional adjustment, which which for me personally isn't necessary. The Corsa, the RCS, the regular RCS, I think is great. So I don't feel the need to get the Corsa Corda. If I did, obviously I'd probably have it just set in one position and never change it. So that just didn't seem like, it didn't make sense to me. And actually I prefer the look. There is a slight difference in look, I think, between the Corsa and the RCS and the RCS Corsa Corda. So I originally got this one. This is the RCS 19. My thought was that since the S1000xr runs the RCS 19, that the RCS 19 would probably be the right one for this master cylinder as well. Since, I don't know, in my mind I thought maybe the M caliper was probably the same or similar to what was on the S1000 or the M bikes, the m1000xr and the m1000xr. And so I got the RCS 19. However, after installing the RCS 19, I didn't. It was too much of a light switch. It was too much. There wasn't enough feel. It was pretty much like on off. Not quite as bad as when I had the RCS on the Super Duke. That bike was totally on off. This was actually usable. I mean, I could have lived with the RCS 19 on the MXR, and there wasn't enough feel. Like for example, when I was riding, one of the things that happened is I was in a corner, and I trail brake all the time. And as I was trail braking with this, it was trail, and then boom, just locked up the front. And with doing that enough times, I felt like I was probably going to bite it, or I was at a higher risk of probably crashing in a corner just from that lack of feel, maybe. So I didn't feel comfortable with it. So I decided to switch and get the RCS 17 instead. And yes, this is the right master, I think, personally, for this bike. This has much better feel compared to the RCS 19. Yeah, much better feel. And it might even have more stopping power, perhaps. I mean, but it's not a light switch kind of stopping power. It's just, it bites more. So whereas the 19 did not bite, it was more wooden, as people say, more of a wooden feel. This has bite. I mean, this, you just pull on this thing and boom, it just bites. And but it's different from the way this one. It's not a light switch like this one, like the RCS 19. That feels like a light switch. This, there is some feel, and then boom, then it bites. So I really like this. The brakes are phenomenal now. I mean, with this setup, phenomenal. I mean, the OEM ones are good. Yeah, the M brakes, this is phenomenal. This has great feel and great stopping power. I mean, fantastic. It is a definite upgrade. It's not like it's not subtle. It is an absolute upgrade, and I think paired with the Galfer rotors, this, as good as the M brakes are, this takes it to another level. So so this is my review and my feedback on running the RCS 19 versus the RCS 7. I did not measure the calipers, the pistons on the caliper to check. I'm guessing they're 30 millimeters is my guess. Not, I think to run the RCS 19, the pistons should be 32 and 34, and I'm guessing these are probably 30 because that's what the M50s on the Super Duke are 30, and I run a RCS 17 on the 30. So anyway, that's that. So there you go. There's the M brakes, pretty good, not bad, and RCS 19 better. It's better than M for sure. This has more stopping power, less feel. That's more. There's probably more feel with this compared to that one, but this has way more stopping power compared to that one. But this is too much of a light switch. RCS 19 is too much of a light switch. So I'm very pleased with this upgrade. Then a sneak peek at my next upgrade, which is going to be, since I am doing this, like one of the issues that I don't love is that they don't match now, right? This is not matching. So what I'm going to be doing, my plan is I bought these, you gotta find these in the UK. These are hard to get. I got these Brembo by Mode RCS clutch levers, and so I'm going to be replacing those with that. But it's not a simple process because the BMW switch is actually it's a dual switch. It's two switches. Actually, I just bought a switch. Yeah, look at that. I can show you. I just bought a switch. So this is the switch that goes. This is the clutch switch, and what you can see there is they're actually. I should take it out to show you. There are two. Can you see that? There are two switches. What you can see here is this is the clutch switch for the MXR. It's actually two switches. See, there are two switches on there, and they get activated at different times, not at the same time. So that's going to be my challenge for how to retrofit this onto this to make it work. I may end up using only one of the switches, because one switch I think deactivates cruise control, and then the other switch is for, well, your regular clutch switch. So anyway, coming to a theater near you soon. But anyway, so that's the feedback for the Brembo RCS versus Nissin versus RCS 17. And by the way, the other thing I like about the RCS 17, can you see how the gloss finish, this has a gloss finish? I don't know why this one doesn't have a gloss finish. It's not quite a gloss finish, so I like the gloss finish. This is the same one. This has the same finish as that one, which is not a gloss finish. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is I have shorty levers coming for this. So I've got 3 shorty levers coming. One to replace this, and then one for this one, and then I bought 2 clutch perches. So 2 Brembo. I'm going to put the other one on the 890, which has an RCS 15, and but does not have a matching clutch. So I bought one for that one. And then if I do it on the GS, I'm going to also then replace the. I'll probably buy another clutch perch for the GS, because I'm probably going to end up doing, I think, an RCS 17 on the GS now. Because the other thing I thought the M brakes would look better. Here's a picture. I thought the M brakes might not look like this, might not look as good with on this bike versus the M brakes, but I actually think I prefer the Brembo RCS to the M brakes. Yeah, I do. I think the Brembo RCS looks better, even though this has the little the blue anodized thing on there, which is the only thing it's really got, and the M logo. And I actually think that that is a better looking master cylinder. All right, peace out.